Hi guys, I know it's been a while. I wasn't going to make a new video for a while because I wanted it to be about my cheek piercings, and as a lot of people should know, if you're in the modified community or if you have them yourself, that they take a long time to heal. I'm on October 12th, it'll be 2 months of me having them. So they're still fairly new. They can take 6 months to longer to heal. So that's why I'm just going to do it now, because I don't want to have to wait that long. But here they are. All their cute dimply glory. I have the worst smile ever, but when I do smile, they make a dimple now. I do have the same barbells in that I got them pierced with. Now, before I tell you about them and stuff, there's a lot of controversy going on between what you should get them pierced with, jewelry wise. Some people say get the flat back, some people say get a tongue barbell type deal with the balls on both sides. I have the balls on both sides. It's just a personal preference. And, I wanted it like that. So, go ahead and say, ooh, that's wrong, it's bad for your teeth. Okay, I have plenty of holes in my face and my teeth are just fine. I don't have receding gums, nothing. So I think I'm good for now, but if that changes, obviously I'll change them. But even with flatbacks, they would still be rubbing up against your teeth, so I feel like it would do the same amount of damage, so it doesn't really matter to me whether it's flatbacks or not. Well, it kind of does, because the reason why I wanted the balls on both sides of these is because when I got these pierced, they have flat back. Yeah, that's gross. When I got them pierced, the bar was pretty long. It stuck out really far, maybe that far. And even with all that space, they didn't really swell at all. But the inside is still, started to go into my skin. And it's really uncomfortable. And sometimes now they get irritated and it does it still. So, I have to go like this so they just stop. And mouthwash and saltwater rinses. And then they're fine, by the end of the day. So, but anyways, back to my cheeks. What I do ever since I got them, what I do to clean them is I mild soap, washes multiple times a day, 2 to 3 times a day, which is plenty, and take a warm water Q-tip every now and then if you see crusties, and to just clean them off. You don't have to use soap every single time. You don't want them to get dried out, especially now that it's the winter season. You don't want them to get totally dried out, because that's not good. And to soothe them, even now and then they still need to be soothed. I have a video on how I do it. It's just cotton rounds and saline solution, put them in the freezer, put them on for 5 minutes, hour off, 5 minutes, hour off, 5 minutes, They melt pretty fast too, so you don't want to leave something cold on for too long because it can damage the tissue, which isn't good. So I feel like I'm saying it isn't good a lot, but maybe not. I haven't done this in a while, so. But yeah, the healing is very slow, and for anyone with cheek piercings, they're very temperamental, they're very angry. They get irritated a lot. Not personally, not on me yet, and crossing my fingers it doesn't happen. They still get crusties, obviously, because they're healing. They're going to do that. I get lymph coming out of them sometimes, this side more than this side. I've always had trouble more on the right side than on this side. When I got my nose pierced, this side had a keloid after like 2 months, and it went away within like a couple weeks after like taking care of it. But they are doing really good, actually. My hands are clean, that's why I can keep touching them. If your hands are not clean, don't touch your piercing. Don't care where it is, just don't touch it. It's bad. Don't push them in and out, nothing, unless they're completely healed, because then it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so they are a lot of work if you like aren't into it for the long run. If you just want it to make dimples and it's just a short, easy way to get it, it's not a good way to do it. You can end up with scar tissue, which obviously I'm okay with if it happens, because if it happens, it happens, but if you just want the dimples, it's not really a smart thing to do. Just deal with not having dimples. Yes, they do create a permanent dimple. The shorter bars you get, the more compressed your cheek gets, and the tissue dies and it doesn't grow back. I think that's what it is. Do your research for any piercing, not just this. For anything that you want to get, do your research. If you're not willing to take care of it, don't do it, because they are a serious thing. And also, what I like to do, because sometimes the skin around it gets like tough and it's like hard. It just needs salt water soak. I like to use a tablespoon, not like the measurement, but like a tablespoon, like what you eat with. I fill that with non-iodized sea salt, and then I pour it in a water bottle, and then I fill it about this much with warm water. You don't want to do it hot water, because that can damage your tissue too. Just warm enough to, soothe it. You can keep it on for 10 minutes or until it gets cold. I like to do 10 to 20 minutes on each side. And if you press too hard on the water bottle, it can leave a ring around it. Even if you don't press too hard, it can still leave a ring around it. So if you plan on going anywhere, don't do it at least 2 to 3 hours beforehand. That long, it leaves an indent. So I've gone to the store with circle indents before, but it doesn't really bother me. People stare at me anyway, so I don't care. But I know a lot of people who see this are going to ask about the pain. The pain wasn't really as bad as I expected. If you're piercing out to in, you go through the dermis first, I think, and then you'll feel the pain first thing first, and then nothing. For my piercer, he did inside out, and which is perfectly okay as long as your piercer is like 100% amazing with doing cheek piercings. He knows what he's doing. They've been doing it for a long time. If you have a brand new piercer, only let them pierce you from outside in, and then use a transfer taper and then the jewelry. If you have a person who knows what they're doing, they can do it outside in, because they can do it perfectly. Yeah, so the pain for me, I have an okay tolerance for pain. It's not extraordinary. I'm not a sadist. It was maybe a 3 out of 10 for me. It hurt a lot less than my finger, which, for people who haven't seen it, excuse my nails, they're awful, but it hurt a lot less than that. So that is my cheek piercings. If anybody has any other questions, you can let me know, and I will answer them as soon as I can. I go on my phone on the internet usually, and I don't usually check my channel from my phone. So I will try starting to do that more, but I cannot reply to people on my iPhone. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me, but I can't, so I'll have to get online. Sometimes I forget. That's why sometimes if you write me, I'll like get back to you a month later. So sorry about that, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.